This is a little blurb on my tree making materials. This is for making those the pines out of the filter material. Okay, it's kind of brought to my attention that a lot of places in the world you can't get the filter material type stuff. This is kind of what I use. Up here we use it in our forced air furnaces. The other stuff it's similar to is those floor scouring pads for stripping wax off floors. They use them on the big machines. Okay. But that stuff is really tough, and you'll need, grippers and pliers, to pull it apart. This stuff separates quite nice. Okay, and what this stuff looks like to me, it looks like sisal or a horse hair of some form, and then they've sprinkled it down as you're spraying out a plastic polymer. So it takes. This is sisal, by the way, the stuff that comes off these really coarse ropes, binder twine. I don't know if you can make this or not. You could cut this stuff into about, 3-inch strands, separate it out so you had a big fluffy pile of the stuff. Take like a window screen, that fine window screen, and, sprinkle some down, spray it with, like a spray glue, spray some down, sprinkle some more down and spray it and stuff. I don't know how long it would take, and as long as your glue was a paintable type glue, it should work, because, this stuff comes about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, So I separate it down to thinner layers anyways, okay? So a guy might be able to make his own. It's just cheaper for me to do this. If you can't get some of this, you can always send me a note, and I can, I'll send you some at, cost plus 10% for going and getting it or something. I've been asked if you can use the scouring pads for it. There's lots of different types of these little green or blue or whatever color they are scouring pads. These ones are a little bit more expensive than these ones. These seem to be kind of a thinner fibery stuff, like maybe I have no idea, like a rock wool type fiber stuff, and they don't have very good what do they call, coarse things on them, So that's why I use them for roof thatching. These ones here are a bit coarser, so you might be able to separate them, so kind of shop around, like, if you take little pieces of this. Normally I use this at the bottom of the trees, but I use those a lot for this kind of thatching on a roof, because it works really good. There is other stuff, like this is a crafty stuff. It's called craft fiber sheet, and it's quite thin. I'll just open this for you. Now I just found this stuff, so I haven't used it yet for the trees, but you can see what it looks like. It's basically a really thin sisal, sprayed down type thing. So I don't know if you can find this at a craft store type thing, or filter shops, something like, air conditioning or water filtration. This would be a real coarse filter, we're not talking a fine filter, So anyways, if you really can't find it, send me a note, and I can send you some. Same thing with these, these little roofing shingles that I use. Now, these guys are pretty small. They're about 1/8 inch by 3/8 inch, and they're all pretty much perfectly cut, rounded type thing. I punched them out of a cardboard cereal press board type box, but I can send you bags of those too, because I got a machine for punching them out. Okay. Anyways, there you go for materials